Hey, it's December 25th, 2024. This is take four. I guess I know by trying to do this video a few times now, there's a lot I could say about this passage that I want to read to you today, but I'm doing my best to keep it brief, simple, short, and sweet. Not for any other reason, but even I start to bother myself when I ramble on. And the point of this is what really came upon my heart today is just share this beautiful passage with you. I can't think of a better day to do it and to post a video like this on it, but to me, it was a valuable gift. I'm grateful that I could even come into the knowledge of this passage. When I needed words, the words were there for me. When I needed help, the words were there for me, and the power of the words as well. I mean, in time, like anything, growth can bring things together in a much closer, stronger way. I know sometimes we're looking at a world where relationships, communities, so much division and strife. But with that said, when you have a beautiful relationship, you would only hope that it will grow forever and become more bonded, stronger, loving, and in that beautiful sense, powerful. So today I'm just going to share you the passage. You can find it in the New Testament. It's in the Gospel of Matthew. I believe it's also in the Gospel of Luke, but often for me personally, it came at me right up front fast when I needed some big time help in my spiritual soulful realm. I was very, very hurt, very upset, and somehow I say a voice, a feeling, a current of thoughtful energy came into me, and just I finally opened up the New Testament, and I was really amazed, in awe. I could not believe the life-giving energy that was coming from the words of Jesus. If you couldn't get past the Gospels, just the Gospels are beautiful on their own. I do encourage you to know the Bible because each story, each passage will have something relatable to you if you need some help or guidance. But I begin now with, again, if I had only one thing to say, that, or I don't know how to put it this way, but if I'm grateful for any one thing, and trust me, I'm more than grateful for everything that comes from Jesus and what we were left to understand about what he shared with us in terms of how he was teaching us and guiding us in our internal lives, more focused on what's going on in our inner world. The outer world is more a reflection of that inner world, but again, you can see that in the passages. You can see that in his words. They will bring new light to your eyes, new light to your life. I begin because I see I'm doing what I was doing in the other takes that prior to this video, but let's just get right to the good part. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not unto temptation, and deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. It's not possible for me to be speechless, but what a change of energy from what I was speaking before saying that prayer and after. Say the prayer every morning. Say it out loud. Say it proud. Nobody needs to hear you say it. There's nothing wrong with saying public prayers. Nothing wrong at all. But really, you're saying a prayer because it's really very much a personal thing. I don't know what would engage us to go out and to do public prayer, but I would only hope it's coming from a good spirit, a good reason, and not for the sake of taking people's money, but to be charitable and to bring hope and life to people's lives. And if there is any money being given, it should be for those in need. And it comes to my mind that there was something that was said in the book of James, and James is currently still accepted as Jesus' natural brother, from the family of Jesus, even though we know of the beauty of what we were told about the birth of Jesus. This was his brother in the household. In the book of James, there's a very striking passage that says, "Best you not speak about religion. Keep your mouth shut." The words are more distinct. But if you're going to do anything when it comes to what we call religion and religious activity, look after the widows, look after the orphans. When you hear words like that, if that's not happening, what's going on then? If you need your first step, or you're hurting and you don't have the words because of the grief or the anxiety or the fear, just say the Lord's Prayer. If you don't know it off by heart like I did, I do it now. It's really for my soul's sake that I memorized it. But if you don't know it off by heart and it works for you, please memorize it and say it every day. Start your day with that, so that at least if all our lives are those boats on the ocean of life, then you're anchored. You know that if something goes a little bit off, you're anchored in that prayer. It includes forgiveness. It includes openness to the opportunity of blessings in your life. Because we know there are times when we just feel like we need some blessings, when life seems to be doing some other things. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that, oh no, doom and gloom, never. Because how many things have we overcome? How many things have we surpassed in terms of trials and strife? We can overcome. I'm not saying it's easy when we're really pressed, but we can overcome. And I couldn't do it without the words, the teaching, and the love of whatever we were left to know about Jesus. Doesn't mean that I'm speaking about Jesus in a past tense, because to me, Jesus is very much alive in a spiritual sense, if I couldn't convince you any other way. When I say a prayer like that, where did we get a prayer like that? Well, Jesus taught his disciples that. Coincident or not, but his disciples were not all Jewish. Okay, so again, I don't think Jewish, Christianity, or any other named religion or faith comes closer to just knowing the true spirit of your relationship with God, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Jesus said our Father. So he loved us so much that in my heart, in my opinion, he taught us things. He taught us valuable things. How to experience light in your life, even when the world outside of you is showing you so many different things. Thank you very much for your time. I know I feel like to my own self that I've rambled, but if you heard the prayer and somehow you watch this video and you know that if there's a time you need of trouble, this video will be here for you. But remember, you could read this prayer, you could memorize this prayer, you could start with this prayer every day of your life, and it'll be a very grounded prayer, and it's to our Father, I'm not singling out anything now, our Creator, all of this, one Creator. I'm not here to convince you about that, but if you need help, see your Father. Peace and love, people. I hope this greets you well. Thank you.